Hey, it's April 7th. We're going to continue with my daily awareness on autism. Today I'm going to pivot. I'm actually going to interview Maritza. Hi.
Hello.
So actually we're going to, some questions I'm going to ask about, what people get wrong about autism. And so, first you want to introduce yourself.
Oh, sure. My name is Maritza, and I have a son named Gabriel. He's 25 years old, and he's autistic.
All right. And so the first question, as a parent of a child with autism, what's your journey like in the early years?
The early years, it was interesting because we didn't know exactly if it was like what type of learning disability, what was going on. We just noticed that he had a problem at some point with numbers and with reading, it was delayed. It started when he was very young, so it was really hard. It's just hard to tell in the beginning what's going on until you can take them in for some form of a diagnosis. Usually not until they're a little bit older, at least, though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a struggle.
And then, to what age was it that he got diagnosed?
Well, he didn't. It's hard because you get a lot of misdiagnoses. So then you go to
That's true.
one doctor, you end up getting one diagnosis, like with ADHD, and then they want to medicate him. And I ended up not wanting to medicate him, so I wanted to do more cognitive things that he could do to manage it, and so we could figure out what was wrong with him because I didn't think the first diagnosis was right. So yeah, it's just hard going back and forth initially.
Awesome. And then as a parent, you kind of know, right, what your child. I said it before. You're your best child's advocate. And so, like she said, like Mirtha said, the first time she didn't feel it was the right one, but she continued. And so, in the beginning, so did you know what you expect, or were you finding things out as you went along? How was that?
It was mostly as we went along and going with my gut as a parent, and especially paying attention to my child and how my child was responding to things. Like we did try medication for a little while, and then we stopped because it wasn't agreeing with him and his daily life or anything like that. So it's just hard to figure out initially what's going on. But yeah, he didn't get diagnosed until later when he was in high school, pretty much.
Awesome. And then, so what do you think people get wrong about autism or diagnosis, or special needs individual? What do you think people get wrong about it?
I don't think they ask enough questions to be able to diagnose it because they start asking questions and then they're like, "Oh, I know what it is," but then they don't because they didn't ask enough questions and they didn't observe enough for them to get a proper diagnosis.
And do you think people assume autism limits what someone can achieve?
Oh no, not at all. Honestly, I think he limits himself because he has a lot of self-doubt here and there. I think he can go a lot further than he is right now, honestly.
And so now you said he's 25?
Yes.
That's a little baby, but I was your baby, right? I was your baby.
Yeah, always your baby.
Yeah, so now that he's an adult and he's working, right?
Yeah.
And he's saving
full time.
Hey,
very good at saving.
Very good at saving. What does that feel like as a parent?
It's great because he's saving up for a house. I mean, he wants to at least pay with the prices that the homes are right now. He's looking to at least save up to half of what he's going to need, not just like 20% or anything like that. So he's really good at saving. He just continues, saving and moving forward actually with his job.
And did you ever imagine this when he was younger?
No, but it's because I think I had a lot of people in my ear telling me that he's going to need too much help. Like he had family members that would limit him or try to limit him. And I had to, behind the scenes, not in front of them because I didn't want to cause issues because I understand they were trying to say things with love. So then I had to tell my son, I'm like, that, that you have to not listen to those people and do what you want to do. It doesn't matter what they say. If someone says that you can't do something that you want to do, you still move forward in doing it anyway. And if it comes out to you can't do it, you at least tried.
Some real talk here. So what are some of the hardest moments along the way that you encountered?
I think one of the hardest moments was basically just, I think during the teen years when I misunderstood a lot of his tics and quirkiness and I took it personally. I took it like
Mm.
he didn't want to be close to me. I took it like he was a cold person. I took it like he was depressed and didn't want to be around us. But I was reading it completely wrong. And
Mm.
then when I figured out what it was, it's like somebody just like it was a whole new world, and I saw him like a completely different
Person.
person.
Wow.
And he's loving. He's the sweetest person ever. I
Mm.
found out that like he kind of talks through animals, so I had to like he uses animals for
Mm.
affection. So we always have like a cat or a dog, and he loves animals and stuff, but he uses them to kind of filter his emotions through because he can't do it
Mm.
directly with me. But like once you figure your kid out, it's
Good enough.
amazing how much you can learn about them and how deep they really are, even though like on the surface they might not seem like they're that deep.
Oh, that's powerful. What keeps you going as a parent, as a mom? What keeps you going?
My kids, definitely. I mean, he makes me laugh every day. If he's having a bad day, that's okay. I can make it better for him too. You know, like he still lives with me, but and my other sons too. It's just moving forward and seeing their growth. Every day, every year, every month. It's
Nice.
nice to see as a
See.
parent.
And so, what would you say to a parent who's just starting the journey? My son is it's 9 years old and 15.
Mm.
And so there's other parents that might be starting their journey. They just got diagnosis today. What would you say to them?
I would say whenever it starts getting tough, or you're taking things personally, or you don't think that things are going to get better or progress forward, take a pause, step back, look at it, try to look at it through their eyes, try to look at it in a different perspective, try to look at the things you're taking personally in a different light and ask why they're acting that way or if they're even aware that they're acting that way. And it might
Mm.
have you see them differently or the situation differently.
That's good. Powerful. Um, that's really, really, really good. And so if you could tell the world one thing about autism, what would it be?
It's just a different way of learning. And unfortunately, our world, especially here in the States, they don't accommodate different ways of learning, especially like early on. So it's up to us parents, especially when our kids are home doing homework and things like that, to kind of supplement what the teachers are doing
Mm.
because no one knows your kid better than you do.
Oh.
So all you can do is supplement, be their biggest, cheerleader and just keep moving forward with them because there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that this, education now isn't built for them. And that's okay because there's nothing we can do about it
Yeah,
except
right.
except kind of move forward
Yeah.
and be a
You
parent and
go.
help out.
Nice. Awesome. Is there any last words you wanna give?
No,
Want to share?
no.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for
Oh, thank you.
letting me interview. It's impromptu interview, so thank you so much for
Sure.
sharing. And so yes, guys, continue to like, share, subscribe, or block me if you retire me. This is day 7, so I have 23 more days left. All right, bye guys. Bye.
Bye.